we will now have a look at how to find directions in the chart. We have already had a look at this when we had an overview of the different tools available to us for this. In these examples, I will just use a normal ruler, and I will also show you how we can make it more accurate with a parallel ruler like this. But I will show you that technically all you need is just a good ruler and a steady hand. So in our first example, we'll just have a look at what we looked at here. If we take this position where we started, and we'll make this from A to B, that means that we're going in this direction. What I showed you previously is that we can then, with a steady hand, move this into the compass rose where the ruler touches the center of the compass rose, and we read 328 degrees northwest. Now, an easy mistake to make is that rather than reading it up here, which is in the direction you're going, you read the course direction from down here. And that would be correct if you start from the lighthouse and go out to the pilot area. Your course is southeasterly 148 degrees. So there's a difference of 180 degrees. Now, let's say we're not going to the lighthouse, but we're going to this green starboard lateral mark. So again, we start from this area here, make the ruler, the edge of the ruler goes from A to B. Again, with a steady hand, we move this into the compass rose. Now, since we're going in the northwesterly direction, I expect to see a number close to 315 degrees. I move the ruler across and I read 312 degrees. Now, just to double check how steady my hand was, I can then use a parallel ruler, which should give a slightly more accurate reading. So the edge of the ruler from A to B, I move the one side of the ruler across into the compass rose and I read 313 degrees. So a fairly steady hand. So I'm happy with that. Now, let's say we now go from the green starboard lateral mark to this lighthouse. So we know it's a lighthouse because it's got a chart symbol with a 5-pointed star with a little dot in the middle. This is called Hollenderboen lighthouse. So the information about the lighthouse is here, but the actual lighthouse is here, where you see the tip of my pencil. So we'll do the same. We'll have the ruler. So now we go in a northeasterly direction. I expect the reading to be close to 45 degrees. I'll try to be steady on my hand, and now I'm going to move the ruler into the compass rose. And my reading is 52 degrees. Okay, that's close to 45, so I'm happy with that. Now, just to show you how accurate you can actually be with just a normal ruler and a steady hand, we will use the parallel ruler just to show you how accurate that reading actually was. So I press down on the ruler on this side because otherwise it will skid on the paper and we don't want that. And I'll just move the line across into the compass rose and I read 54 degrees. So, okay, I was 2 degrees off, but I'm happy with that. I can work with that. So this is how we can then use the chart to find a direction we can actually use on the course we want to steer with our boat to get from A to B.